Hey guys, Sheepy here. Today I want to discuss how we use split pushing against Splice to get in a winning position, and specifically how to utilize Ryze in mid-game to get ahead. First up, let's shed some light on Ryze. Ryze is the modern day Cassiopeia, with high DPS traits and short bursts, and little to no counterplay windows. Meaning, this champion just outrates almost every champion and has very little weaknesses in lane or in teamfights. On top of that, there is the utility of his ultimate, which can be used as an escape, engage, or to gain tempo towards an objective like Baron. Knowing that, in our match versus Splice, we decided to drop Ryze and Ezreal early. After the enemy picked Sivir and Azir, two champions which mainly exceed in teamfighting, we decided to settle for a 1-3-1 comp, with a late Rengar pickup, which is very strong in isolated fights. So exactly what we need when we plan on forcing enemies to be secluded. Splice's objective will be to fight grouped, as we will try to wave clear mid lane constantly with Ezreal from a safe distance, without giving them the opportunity to engage, and let Ornn, but mainly Ryze, pressure the side lanes. Let's hop right into the game. After a strong laning phase from Ryze, being 12 CS up and an early kill on Illaoi, Ryze was set up to wreak havoc in the game. He extended his lead in mid lane and managed to get the tower, being able to move more freely on the map. At 20 minutes, we reach our biggest power spike. Right when Nashor is about to spawn, we kill the Illaoi, get the belt lane turret, and by that extending our push on the side lanes. Additionally, Ryze purchases Zhonya's hourglass, and some fancy footwork, he manages to escape a 3-man gank, using the tool that makes him unkillable, his ultimate plus Zhonya's hourglass combo. By pressing his ultimate, and right after hourglass, Ryze gets a get out of jail for free card. And since no one beats him 1v1, it's impossible to stop him from pushing and getting turrets. And every time the enemy tries and invests multiple people, we can force objectives on the other side of the map. Like when Ryze escaped Iron and got the enemy blue buff. Eventually, you succumb to the pressure and stop ganking him, and he gets the turret. I want to specifically look at the play around the 38-minute mark, where we could have used the Ryze pressure better to perhaps even get Nashor. Let's look at this closer. With Nashor up and bot lane in an okay state, our goal is to control the Nashor area and let Ryze push top. The enemy either tries to fight us, start Nashor, or gank Ryze. All of these options seem rather hard. Splice has no vision on Baron and decides to go for option 3. Gank the Ryze, the most direct answer to stopping us from getting the top lane turret. We spot Tahm Kench on a ward, moving towards topside, following the entire team. Note that Ryze keeps pushing, feeling unfazed by the incoming enemies, drawing them as close as possible. This is where we made a mistake and didn't start Nashor instantly. Ryze buying enough time and drawing the enemy towards him would allow us to freely get Nashor, using Braum ultimate and Ornn ultimate to stop Iron from stealing it. The enemy keeps collapsing, and only when Azir jumps on Ryze and Tahm is right in his face is when Ryze starts to escape. By that time, the Nashor would be low enough for us to get it and run, but as we started late, we ended up needing to run before it was finished. Overall, Ryze did a lot this game and kept drawing people towards him. Used correctly, Ryze is one of the most menacing picks of the meta, and I'm sure we will see more of him with the time to come. I hope you guys found it interesting and learned a thing or two, and maybe try some sick Ryze escapes in your solo queue game. For now, that's it. Love and magic, Sheepy.